4 is 2 parts, right? The first part is already kicked off October 10th, and then part 2 resumes in November 7th.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is very exciting. So my first question to you, I mean, what can you tell us about Cleo's journey as we kick off season 4? I mean, how does her journey evolve this season, especially with the group's return to a more normal life?
I think Cleo finds her way right away. Yeah. Like, I think everyone has like their tasks at Popelandia, and she's making the menu. She's in the kitchen. She's doing hot, spicy stuff. So I think she picks up just feeling very comfortable being back, a little bit of a slower pace as we now have all this money. So we're trying to flip it into something. So yeah, I think she finds her way right away. And then as the season goes on, there's a lot of ups and downs and, moments that test her relationships.
Now, speaking of relationships, Cleo and Pope have developed a close bond in the previous season. So how does their relationship evolve with kind of like this new adventure, the normal life, coming into this money, against the backdrop of mounting dangers this season?
It gets even deeper. We are faced with tragedy, in our relationship, and we have to figure out how to balance each other, how to stay together if we stay together. And I think we have to learn how to love each other in different ways than we were before, and mature, definitely mature. Like, this is our first time living together. Also with like all our friends, frat house. So like knowing those duties. Yeah, so we just have to figure that part out. We try to figure it out.
So what aspects of her journey this season are you most excited for fans to see?
Wow, I think we are going to see Cleo's heart in a way that we've never seen her before. I think Cleo has always been like the strong character, like the really, really strong character, but there's something that happens that absolutely shatters her, like her heart and her soul. So we're going to see her go through the journey of tragedy and loss.
Does she have any standout episodes this season that you're very excited about fans experiencing? And if so, what can you tease us? What can you tease us? Some breadcrumbs, to get us excited about this episode.
I don't. But what do you think would be which one do you think, Madison?
I would say 4.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think episode 4. Yeah, episode 4.
Episode 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be an episode for Cleo.
So, what 3 words would you use to describe episode 4?
Help me.
I know, I'm like, gosh, the 3 words that gets me every time.
Shock, pain, and grit.
Well, Madison, obviously you are Kiara. She's always kind of been like this moral compass in the group. So how does she handle being pulled back into the treasure hunt after the group has committed to living a more normal life? And what sort of internal conflicts does she face this season?
Sure. I think Kiara's kind of always jumped into the treasure hunts with little to no questions asked. I think it's really important to her to always be there for her friends and maybe prove her friendship consistently. I think her journey this year, I mean, JJ's going through a lot, and she is in tandem with this character who is really having a time and really getting some life-changing news. So I think a lot of her journey this season is playing catch up with him and trying to keep up and just be there for him through everything that he's going through.
That kind of leads into my next question. If you can kind of unpack that a little bit more. Of course, no teasers. I mean, no spoilers. Clearly, her relationship with JJ has been building over time. So how does their connection evolve this season?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first season you're really seeing them in full as a couple. We have a moment on the pier where I think gives a little more insight into what like our relationship has been like, and where I kind of tease him like, we've never really been on an official date. And I think you get the idea that like they're not the most romantic and like
Yeah. Traditional.
Traditional,
Yeah.
like yeah, traditional is a great word. That I think you get the glimpse that like their friendship was really always been at the heart of their relationship, and that's really what drives these two.
So, what aspect of your character's journey are you most excited about fans seeing this season?
Um, I mean, I'm really excited for this part two. I think things really ramp up. Um, Spoiler, but not a spoiler. My parents pop up one more time, maybe two more times. Which is always a journey that I'm tracking for Kiara. Yeah, I'm just really excited for part two and excited to see the journey that we're all on in Morocco.
And how about I'll ask the same question to you about any standout episodes. Does Kiara have any standout episodes you're excited about fans experiencing?
Hmm. I feel like mine is also episode 4. Like, how do we have?
Yeah.
We got the same highlighted
Well,
episode.
Yeah.
You
You're
know?
going to the turtle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're in two different worlds in this. I'm like in happy turtle time, sort of.
Yeah.
Before everything goes crazy, but yeah, I'm excited for episode 4 for people who have seen that if they haven't already.
Yeah.
Do you make it a point to go on social media to read the reaction of fans, after the episodes drop, or read any, hashtags, follow the hashtags related to the show, read any blog recaps to see what viewers have to say about these characters, this series?
Yeah.
All of it. You can see
all
it.
of that.
It's,
I mean,
it's
like,
tracked. You can see it on the internet.
You don't even have to find it though. Like it finds us.
Yeah.
Posting on the socials is always really fun. I know we take a lot of silly videos throughout the season, and we're always really excited to share them and give a little insight of what are like everyday
for sure every day
silliness.
We also share them amongst each other. Like we share, like we see them, like we're seeing the videos. So like we'll internally send them and like laugh and be like, oh my gosh, they got this, like the TikToks and all that stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We see
when someone makes an accurate prediction.
We'll like, send it like,
how did they know?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
We keep our ears to the streets.
Very good. When you reflect on your character's journey so far, has there been a particular episode, a particular scene, a particular plot point that you've really enjoyed exploring?
Totally. I'm trying to think. I'm like, okay, 4 seasons. 4 seasons. Gosh, we've had so many great moments, and I've just been challenged so much as an actor in so many ways. I know this year I was excited to get really like physical in this role, with some scuba diving stuff, with some boat stunty stuff.
I think for me, just for me, the actor, I absolutely love how Cleo is so different from me. Like I'm like a girly girl, and I like nails, and I like makeup, and I love all this stuff. But I love like going to set and having to like strip away like all of that, like even like the clothes that she wears, and just the way that she speaks, like even her accent. Like I love like all of that. But especially with like this year, I think with a certain tragedy that happens, I think anytime an actor or like me personally, like I have to like show like my tears like on screen, like that's always like exciting for me. Like, and I read that and just like trying to do it, it's like like this is gonna be
having those vulnerable moments are really they're really exciting. And like any time that you get to like kind of show out and like flex your actor muscle, like watch me watch the tears.
Watch the tears. These are real tears, by the way. No tear sticks. No tear sticks.
No tear sticks for me.
Yeah.